Hi everyone, and welcome to this short presentation on the course portfolio at ICE. So I'm Corinne Boz, and I'm Professor of Continuing and Online Education and the Director of the Academic Centres Division at the Institute. I have responsibility for overseeing teaching and learning, academic quality, and the academic course portfolio at ICE. So this includes all our award-bearing programmes, that is our undergraduate and postgraduate courses in three main areas: professional studies, creative writing, English literature, and arts and sciences. The Centre for Professional Studies also incorporates our apprenticeships team, who support the design and delivery of our postgraduate apprenticeships. All of our academic staff are part of this division, as are our academic programme administrators, and we're supported by around 300 tutors who contribute to course development and teaching on our courses. The division also includes our technology enhanced learning team, who are responsible for our portfolio of around 100 online courses and for supporting tutors and students to engage with our virtual learning environment. The admissions team, who work to support students to take up places on our courses and join our community, are also part of this division. So in this short presentation today, I'm going to talk about our courses. I'm going to talk about studying with us, and a very brief glimpse into what some of our students say about their experience. So our work is focused on providing a range of high quality, academically rigorous courses that are accessible to all those who are willing and able to study with us. And I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the types of courses that we have and the possibilities for progression and pathways between them. So part of our portfolio is designed for online. This includes our short, non-award-bearing online courses, and you'll see a few examples of those here. It includes our edX partnership courses, and it includes our undergraduate certificates and diplomas and our undergraduate advanced diploma. All of our undergraduate programmes carry 60 CATS credits, and they're awards of the University of Cambridge. So they've gone through all the same course approval and quality assurance processes as any other course at the university. This year, we've seen over 1,000 enrolments to our ICE online short courses. And often we'll see students progress from these courses onto our certificates and diplomas, or indeed the other way around, where students take a certificate or diploma and take our short online courses as additional learning. Our ICE online short courses differ from our short edX courses in that they're tutor supported throughout. Our edX courses, aside from the MicroMasters, are self-paced and asynchronous. In terms of progression and pathways, we also see a lot of students returning to study an additional certificate, then a diploma, and then an advanced diploma, where they're able to focus on a piece of research equivalent to an undergraduate dissertation. Some students will take several certificates in different disciplinary areas. Some will take a pathway through in the same discipline, creative writing, for example. Some of our students will progress on to applying for entry onto one of our master's programmes where they've met the academic standard. So in some of our course areas, it's possible to progress all the way through. An important thing to note is our undergraduate enrolment onto our undergraduate certificates requires no previous academic qualification. The only expectation we have is there's evidenced English language proficiency. So we're open and accessible and recognise that there are many routes into study. The other part of our portfolio is designed to be blended. So this is a combination of online and in-person engagement. So this currently relates to our postgraduate certificates and diplomas, our master's programmes and apprenticeships, and our new certificate in pre-medical studies. At postgraduate level, there are academic requirements set for entry, and you'll find all the details of these on the web pages. Again, it's important to note that we have a non-standard route to entry where we take into consideration excuse me, equivalent professional experience in the relevant field. At ICE, we're focused on providing a learning environment that recognises our students are usually facing key transition stages in their lives. So students may be accessing higher education for the first time in midlife or returning to higher education after a long break. They may be looking for courses that will support career progression or looking to change career completely. So our approach to teaching and learning is centred on the fact that our students will be studying on a part-time basis whilst juggling other significant responsibilities. So we're focusing on the undergraduate courses today, and in designing and delivering these courses, our tutors will be thinking about the balance between synchronous and asynchronous learning. So in other words, the amount of learning that will be accessed in a live session where the whole class come together at the same time versus the amount of time that learners are able to access material in their own time and at their own pace. Your course design will ensure maximum amount of flexibility for learners because we recognise the competing commitments on everyone's time. One of the things that helps to facilitate discussion, community engagement between the synchronous sessions is the virtual learning environment. So there will be materials, discussions, and engagement via the virtual learning environment between those synchronous sessions. Our courses bring together diverse cohorts of students, a wealth of educational and professional expertise from all different contexts. Being a student at ICE is about being part of a community of peer learners. So tutors and students collaborate to expand the learning of the group, drawing on the expertise of the network. And our tutors come from a broad range of backgrounds, from academia and industry, from across collegiate Cambridge and beyond. And we aim to ensure we provide the best expertise possible. And that might be writers for stage and screen, it might be senior clinical leads, but we make sure that we bring the best experts to contribute towards our course. Our students always comment on the sense of community created on our courses, and we work hard to develop this sense of community and maintain it. When we talk about collaboration, it's also important to highlight the way we work with partnership organisations to ensure we're really providing the best expertise in the most relevant areas for students. So we work closely at course design stage and at course delivery stage with other faculties and departments across the university. This means we know that our courses are informed by the latest research. And some examples of partners we work with would be Cambridge University Hospital Trusts, for example, around a number of our courses. An example would be our Masters in Healthcare Data. We partner with edX to deliver our courses on a global platform. The first programme on the platform was a MicroMasters module for our Masters in Writing for Performance. And coincidentally, now in ICE's 150th year, we've just passed 150,000 enrolments to our edX courses, which is a significant number. So our partnerships are many and varied, but all place the needs of learners at their core. We've recently formed an agreement with the Open University so that students who take 240 credits with us on our English literature programmes are able to progress to the Open University to complete their final year and achieve their degree. These are things that we're exploring and developing all the time with learners' interests in mind. I also want to emphasise our approach to assessment at the Institute. The vast majority of our courses at ICE are assessed by written assignments, presentations, portfolios, rather than the more traditional Cambridge exam format. So they're designed to provide learners an opportunity to demonstrate learning, and they're usually submitted on a termly basis. Tutors will provide formative and summative feedback on assignments, and we would encourage learners to make the most of their peer learning community and seek peer feedback on their work as well. Many of our students comment on how valuable they found this. A lot of our students will talk to us about when they're thinking about undertaking study, they want to know more about support for developing academic writing. Some students will be qualified in one discipline, but may want to take an undergraduate qualification in a different area. So a physicist might want to take an undergraduate certificate in philosophy, for example. They may have concerns about the change in disciplinary expectations. We may have a student who spent the last 20 years writing policy or reports in industry, who might be returning to take an undergraduate certificate in international relations, for example. So some students may lack confidence in their ability to undertake an extended piece of academic writing for various reasons. And support for this is offered through the course design and the progression through formative and summative assessments and the detailed feedback from tutors. Our tutors are accustomed to supporting students with a range of experience and will coach and guide writing skills throughout the programs. There's also a lot of sources of support available outside the course itself. So there will be sources of support on the student VLE, the university library, and other things. So just picking up on other sources of support that are available at the Institute when you take a course with us. We're used to supporting learners in all circumstances and have systems and processes in place to help. You'll see here some of the examples on this slide. So our technology enhanced learning team, our course administration teams, library guides, your peer group, as I've emphasised, a huge amount of expertise, usually within the peer groups and peer support networks, fantastically helpful, your tutors and course directors, and the student welfare team. So we have lots of systems and processes in place to support. I think finally, I'd like to give a very small snapshot of, and it is a very small snapshot, of comments from students who took some of our undergraduate courses last year. So our student survey revealed an overall student satisfaction rate of 90%, which is fantastic. You'll see some of the quotations here, and obviously a very small snapshot from a huge number of students, but you'll see that they're highlighting some incredibly important aspects of the courses that they undertook. So the quality of the academic provision is highlighted here, the value of studying within a global cohort where people are convening around a shared desire to learn about a particular subject, the value of the flexibility of the provision, and this has been super important, particularly thinking back to my comment earlier about everyone juggling numerous commitments, the asynchronous material, to be able to access it over and over at times that suit around other busy schedules has proved invaluable for our students. And the other thing to highlight here is the emphasis on the confidence that's been developed, the self-confidence, the self-efficacy that's been developed through undertaking courses with us as well. And that comes through very strongly from student feedback. So just to highlight at the bottom there, there's a link, and we'll make sure that you have access to this on the website, to some more of our student stories. Incredibly inspirational. If you want to find out more about some of those stories, please take a look on the website. So it's not easy to capture all elements of our approach to teaching and learning and aspects of the courses in this very short talk. But I hope this has given you a general picture, and I'd be really happy to answer any questions that you might have following on from this.